Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Look, we got a lot to do here today, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have time for my normal chitty chat. What am I going to do here? We got a lot. We have the brand new updates to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection. I got all the new stuff here. I've got comparisons. I got to talk to you about my theory about comparisons. We got a demo to get this look here with all the new products. I'm really excited. You know, I can complain about Charlotte Tilbury all I want, but the complaints come from a place of love. I love Charlotte Tilbury. So many of us do. So let's talk about it. Okay, so the first thing first, we have here the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Dreams palette. This is a $53 luxury palette. We are going to be looking at this swatched in two different lights, so don't you worry about it. Got that new formula, Super Pop is it called, shade here in the very, very bottom where she usually puts her pop shade. So we'll be talking about that as well. You will remember that from the Fire Rose palette. Pretty much my favorite palette ever released by Charlotte Tilbury, but you'll remember that one, and we'll see it in just a moment. We also have the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. This shade is Dream Pop, which is a brownish kind of berry shade that I was very worried in the demo would make it look like I had hay fever. Thankfully it didn't. You know, the Pillow Talk liner, it would kind of depend what you matched it with. Sometimes it made it look like an albino bunny. But anyway, no offense to albino bunnies, of course, they're darling. We also have two new multi-glow palettes, which you see I have definitely, if you're looking at my cheeks, been playing with in the demo. I picked up both of them because they're both new and I have to have it all, you know. Okay, so the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes, by the way, is $29. And each of these little multi-glows that I'm going to show you are $45 each. They're almost as expensive as the eye palette, which is $53. So we have Romance Light and Dream Light. Here's Romance Light here. We'll look at the swatches. And here's Dream Light here. We will also look at the swatches. And I have swatched all four shades differently, but in the demo, I just swirl. Because if I see a lot of highlights, I like to swirl. What can I say? Okay, first thing I want to do, before we get to some comparisons and I talk to you about my theory on comparisons, first thing I want to do is show you all of this good stuff in studio lighting. So here we go in studio lighting. We have our brand new Pillow Talk Dreams palette on the left, followed by our first lighter highlighter in Romance Light, all four shades, 1, 2, 3, 4. And our second darker highlighter in Dream Light, 1, 2, 3, 4, all four shades there. And then I just did a little messy smush of the mascara right there on my wrist for you to take a look at. Now, whenever I swatch a Charlotte Tilbury palette, I do it like she's taught us, which is basically clockwise. Okay, so we'll always start here, 2, 3, 4. So that kind of new pop formula that we also saw in Fire Rose, that will be always the last one when you see this. So let me show you that again, knowing that. Here it is again in studio lighting, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on each of those highlighter palettes, just so you know what you are looking at. And now, famously, here it is in the outdoor California sunshine. Nice day today. You'll see the sun out there. Here we have my arm, same arm that you just saw in studio lighting, but here it is outdoors in the natural sunshine. I always feel that helps you get a little better idea of how these shades really will look. And it's interesting how Pillow Talk works. When Charlotte goes with these brown berry shades, they can go red on certain people, they can go orange, or they can kind of lean almost a little bit pink. You know, Pillow Talk is becoming a brand within a brand. Not becoming, it has already become a brand within a brand for Charlotte Tilbury. The name is just as much associated with Charlotte Tilbury as the actual name of the brand itself. And in fact, other brands have called items Pillow Talk, but it still kind of goes to Charlotte. And so for this collection, she has also brought back her Pillow Talk light wands. I linked to those below. And that Pillow Talk cheek and lip palette, which I have never been a huge fan of. I know. People get upset with me for that, but I've just never really enjoyed those. But they're back. If you loved them, they are back. And I just put a link down there of all the kind of landing page of everything Pillow Talk that Charlotte Tilbury has brought back. As we know, there's the original Pillow Talk push-up lashes in the dark black, and there's an eyeliner, and there's a few lip liners, and there's Pillow Talk Intense, and there's Pillow Talk Preschool for 3-year-olds, and there's Pillow Talk Geriatric for those 90 and above, and I'm kidding. But basically it's like a whole industry. Okay, let's talk about some comparisons. These comparisons are necessary. But when you talk about brownish berry shades with Charlotte Tilbury, I would probably save us a lot of time telling you which eye palettes of hers it does not go with, rather than the palettes it does go with. So, especially brown berries. What I did was, I did hear from some of you with some requests. I had a great request actually for the Tom Ford Smoky Quartz comparison. That's on my Sephora sale list, so it's not here yet. I'll do it when it gets here though. Should be pretty soon, right? Sale starts tomorrow at time of filming, so I'll definitely do that. Every other request I have, and I've tried to get them all in there, I do not mind at all when you put in your requests early. It helps me actually. I just looked at the quads. I haven't looked at her 12-pan palettes. If we spend too much time doing swatches, though a lot of us love it, and it's fun to find a dupe, it can kind of turn into a sea of brown berry shades. And for a lot of us, me included, it makes my head swim a little bit, and I stop enjoying the palette because I just kind of start feeling like it's too much of the same. So I am definitely going to do these swatches. They are important. They are necessary. No one needs to be spending their money if you feel you have something that, is so similar already. And if I don't hit on something that you need, another of the quads or one of the 12 pans or another brand. I do have a Natasha Denona in here actually in my comparisons. It was a request. But if I don't hit on something that you need, please ask me. I'm thrilled to do it for you over on Instagram. Truly I am. I tried to get as many as I could in as quick of amount of time so our heads don't swim. So let's take a look. Now that we've seen the first two comparisons, indoor and outdoor, let's just go to some comparisons, okay? This first image that you're going to see or video that you're going to see is our new palette. Right next to it in the middle is Fire Rose, and then the other side, all the way towards my wrist, is Walk of No Shame. These are the quads. So we have our brand new palette next to Fire Rose, next to Walk of No Shame. And yes, the differences are terribly nuanced. I agree. I agree. And now let's move to, let's check this out. At the very, very top row, we have Copper Charge, followed by our 5-pan Charlotte Darling. And underneath it, same brand new Pillow Talk Dreams on the bottom with Supersonic Girl in the middle. Remember that one? And Desert Haze all the way towards my wrist. Top row, Copper Charge and Charlotte Darling. Underneath our brand new Pillow Talk Dreams, Supersonic Girl and Desert Haze. Supersonic Girl isn't even available anymore. And Desert Haze was her all matte palette. Very beautiful. And last but not least, and I'll do more if you guys need it, don't you worry about it, we have the Mini Biba from Natasha Denona up top. And then underneath our new Pillow Talk Dreams, followed by the original Pillow Talk, followed by the original Pillow Talk Palette of Pops. That was a tongue twister. So Mini Biba up top by Natasha Denona. Then on the left, on the bottom, we have our brand new Pillow Talk Dreams. Original Pillow Talk in the middle there, and then Pillow Talk Palette of Pops. This has the least in common with Pillow Talk. I had laid all these out before I went to swatch them and do comparisons, and I thought, why did I put that palette? I had them all open. Why did I put that one out? That doesn't look like it at all. And I was about to close it up and put it away, and I realized it was the original Pillow Talk. So this is definitely kind of an industry, a brand within a brand, and it's all kind of, as long as it's pink, as long as it's berry, although the first mascara was black. So as long as it's kind of a pinky berry, it's just something that she capitalizes on because it sells, and I'll buy it every time. You know, I've told you guys, I want the Pillow Talk garage door opener, the Pillow Talk Jeep edition, I don't know. Anyway, it's probably coming. Who knows, right? Okay, so now we're going to go into the really, for me, the fun part, and I'm going to show you me trying all this stuff on, including both of these highlighters because I find something out about them. Down below, I do have linked everything because there's more releases with this, and there's a whole, what does Charlotte Tilbury call it? Pillow Talk universe or something like that, with like one sold every nanosecond. She is prone to exaggeration, but I love Charlotte Tilbury. Let's go to the demo. Okay, this is the part that I'm actually really excited about. I'm really curious about this mascara. Let me tell you what I have on my face now. Not too much because I really want it to be about the new product, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation in Forewarm. Little bit of original Pillow Talk on the lips, just a very little bit, not even any liner. And then I've just done my brows, and I did put a little bit of just like a cocoa eyeliner on. I do have the Pillow Talk eyeliner, and I really like it, but I just didn't want it to take the palette any redder. I didn't really want it to lean into hay fever territory, and that can happen, especially because we're trying this new kind of brown berry mascara. So I thought, let's ground it with a brown liner. I don't want to throw anything off, if that makes sense. Do I know if I will like this look? Yeah, I'm going to. First of all, it has that really cool Super Pop shade. Yay! And we know we love these colors from Charlotte. So I'm telling you, you can see I haven't even tried it yet, and I'm gonna love it. So we're gonna start with a Wayne Goss number 16 brush, and we're just gonna do the traditional Charlotte clockwise application. Let me turn my mirror here. And I'm just gonna put, right now, I'm gonna put this, even though this is a shimmer shade, this first shade here, I'm going to put it all over the lid because I'm planning to put the matte shade into the crease right after. But I am going to have a little bit of fun by taking this, also a Wayne Goss brush number 7, and I'm going to just run this really light shade all the way under the eye, kind of all around, just to give the eye a little bit of light. Strange to have my liner on. That's throwing me off almost. Usually you do that afterwards. Now, as I told you, same Wayne Goss number 16 brush. I'm going to move into our second shade there, and just in kind of wide windshield wiper motions, I'm going to apply it to the crease. Why am I being so haphazard? Well, first of all, that's my style. Second of all, I don't mind that it moves up a little bit because I do have hooded eyes. And it's just the trust I have for the brand and the fact that I just figure this is going to be like a palette from her that I know. You know, it feels kind of comfortable. It feels a little bit safe and kind of home-like. Same Wayne Goss that I used a minute ago, number 7. And I'm going to also run this more on the side, connecting there in the corner. So far, this is exactly what I thought it would be. And now I'm going to use a Wayne Goss number 17 into this dark matte shade here. And just darken the edges a little bit. Use my finger a little bit too. That is a powerful shade, but a beautiful one. Wow, this is a very pretty palette, and we haven't even gotten to this new formula Super Pop shade right here. Wow, very pretty. I have tried to avoid the previews. I did see people say that they had fallout. When I use my finger, I do not have fallout. I do not have fallout with Fire Rose. But also, I will admit to you that fallout doesn't really bother me. So I'm probably not one to ask about that. I kind of like it. It just makes me feel sparkly and pretty. I mean, not a lot of it, but you know what I'm saying. I'm not generally bothered by it, I admit. All right, let's try this mascara. And then we'll do one highlighter on each side just to kind of see what they look like on, even though you've seen the swatches. There's that really interesting red color. So I do have liner on, and I have done my lashes, curled my lashes with my favorite Reffer eyelash brush. Let's try this. They are having a 40% off sale, depending on when you're watching this video, right now over at Reffer. Oh, this is super pretty. Oh, I like this. It's not too red. I worried it would look a little bit like hay fever. If you have blonde lashes and like brown or blue eyes, You will really like this. And if you have super, super dark lashes, you'll probably really like it too. For me, I can tell you already, this is fun and beautiful, but for me, I think I probably need the drama of a black mascara. But this is extremely pretty. It's not lilac. It's not a silly, playful shade. This is a business shade. It's not a silly shade. It's not a young shade. It's a sophisticated shade. But I think it's really, boy, if you have light lashes or even super dark lashes, that will show this off. And so I might even, next time I try this, and I'll do this in another video, use one of those white lash primers underneath it. And I think that would be really good. So I'll definitely make sure I do this. For me, this is a pretty everyday look. And actually, it's quite nice with the eye look. You know, it really works with the palette. Now, we're going to look a little silly. I'm okay with that. I have two different Sonia G brushes from her Lotus collection. So let's do our Romance shade first, Romance Light, and then we'll do Dream Light. We'll do Romance Light over here. And I know you can choose, but I don't, with highlighters, I like to swirl. And so this is the lighter of the two, and I'm going to go right here. And that's very light, very reflective, very pretty. Switching brushes so as not to contaminate to another Sonia G Lotus brush. Let's look at the darker of the two, the Dream Light. Again, I'm just going to swirl. This will be too dark for my skin tone, but I love that. See, it's definitely too dark for my skin tone, but I like that. I mean, I can almost use this as a bronzer or a blush topper. Yeah, it's too dark for a highlight for me. But that will let you know. But look, what if I do it as a blush topper? Okay, let's do something right now. Let's take this and kind of go like bronzy blush with it. I have a little bit of the original Pillow Talk blush on. Ignore that, very little bit. So what if I did that? Be better if I use my mirror and not the viewfinder, huh? Okay, now this is a very sparkly look or shiny look. So, you know, if you have texture that you're uncomfortable showing off, that might be a problem. I'm okay with that. And then let me take the first Lotus brush that I had used and let's highlight on this cheek with the lighter one. Okay. Okay, and let's go down the nose a little bit. Let's go on the tip of the nose. I'm bringing that back now. I kind of like that. So I shouldn't have even done any of the other blush, although maybe it kind of grounded it a little bit. What do you think? Well, I don't have to come back after mascara. I've already put some on. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. As I said, I didn't want to do swatches forever, and I still ended up doing that. So let me just tell you, if there's something else that you need to see, you just tell me, and I'll do it for you over on Instagram. And I get my swatches done pretty quickly. And, you know, I can make sure I do it for you in natural lighting if that's what you need. Whatever it is that you need compared. I didn't do a lot of highlight comparisons. Do you need something like that? You know my collection is fairly vast with how long I've been doing reviews. So I probably have it, chances are. Let me know what you need, you guys. I'm really happy to provide that for you. Another super pretty collection. My cheeks are pretty glowy here. I kind of like it though. Maybe it needs a little bit of lip gloss. Maybe I'll do that for the intro. Something to balance off all the shine, I don't know. But I really, really do like it. I want to know what you ordered. I want to know what you need me to compare for you. I'm sure I skipped something glaringly obvious. That would be so me, wouldn't it? So do let me know in comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I know that YouTube recommends the channel anyway if you've watched it before, but an actual subscription really helps me, and it's the greatest compliment that you can give my channel and my work that I do, and I love you for it. So definitely subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.